Hello friends, welcome to Daring Marina YouTube channel. Today we will be discussing about 3 element drum control system in boiler for water level control. Okay, 3 element drum control system in boiler water level control. So let's discuss about this topic in detail. Boiler feed water control system. Okay, in marine boilers, feed water is controlled by measuring 3 variables, mainly water level in boiler drum, steam flow and feed water flow. So means the feed water is controlled mainly by measuring 3 variables. They are water level in boiler drum, steam flow and feed water flow. Okay, water level in boiler drum, steam flow and feed water flow. So okay, so because of this, the system is known as 3 element boiler water level control system. Because of this is known as system is known as 3 element boiler water level control system. Okay, the marine boilers feed water is controlled by 3 variables. They are water level in boiler drum, then steam flow, feed water flow. So this system is called 3 element boiler water level control system. Why 3 element boiler water control system is preferred in marine boilers? Because certain boiler with high water volume and low steam production requires only one element boiler. That means for water level control system, only by measuring feed water level according to which level is adjusted. Okay, because for certain boilers with high water volume and low steam production, they only require one element boiler water level control, because only by measuring feed water level accordingly we can control the level. But unlike other boilers like marine boiler, they produce large amount of steam with high temperature and pressure with relatively low water volume. So effect of swell and shrinkage is more in marine boilers. So here comes the use of 3 element boiler water level control. You can understand, right? Is for certain normally our boilers will have high water volume and low steam production. So there for that type of boiler only one element boiler water level control is required, because only by measuring feed water level according to which level it can be adjusted. But for marine boilers, they produce large amount of steam with high temperature and pressure, a relatively low water volume, so that swelling and shrinkage is more in marine boilers. Swelling means what you know that when a boiler is stopped, level gauge reading show a lower value than operating. If the level gauge value shows a lower value than operating, then higher reading while operating is because that steam bubble in boiler water drum. Okay, means when the boiler is stopped, level gauge reading will show a lower value than operating. While operating, if the reading was higher during by the operating period, is because of steam bubbles in boiler water drum. If there is a situation with high steam demand, the boiler pressure will fall, and hence some quantity of water present in the drum at high pressure will flash off and become steam. That means if there is a situation of we need a high steam demand, the boiler pressure will fall, and hence some quantity of water present in the drum at high pressure will flash off and become steam. Okay, this bubble of steam will increases the water level inside. This bubble of steam will increases the water level in the drum in the form of bubble. Actually, the mass of water is reduced in the drum, which also results in the more steam production, which will further increase the water level. Okay, here the actually what happened is the mass of water is reduced in the drum, which result in the more steam production, which result in the increase of water level. This effect is called swell. If you are using a system that only measure the water level, it will not allow the feed water to open this situation. So here if you are using only measuring only one, that is only one measuring means water level, then they cannot identify the feed water valve. They will not allow the feed water valve to open this situation. Then you understand that when boiler is stopped and level gauge reading show lower than the operating position. Usually while running, the higher reading is shown because of the steam bubble in the boiler water drum. If there is a situation where there is high steam demand, if there is a high steam demand, boiler pressure is falling, and some quantity of water present in the steam drum is at high pressure will flash off and become steam. So this bubble of steam will increase water level. This bubble of steam will increase water level in the boiler drum, and actually the mass of water is reduced here. This bubble is just showing that making the water level increase in the drum. After some time they will come down, but actually the mass of water is reduced, which also results in more steam production. So increase the water level, and this effect is known as swell. So if you are using a system only measure the water level, so it will not allow the feed water to open the situation to allow more water and reduce the steam production. But here this not this kind of situation happens. This kind of situation happens is known as swelling. Shrinkage means when the boiler steam demand comes back to normal condition. When this boiler steam demand is in normal condition, the drum pressure will be raised and bubble formation got reduced. Here the exact opposite of what in swelling. The drum pressure will be raised here, but bubble formation get reduced, which result in decrease in the water. So the bubble will apply pressure in the water. So the water will come, there will decrease in water level. Because of decreasing level, the feed water valve get open, and this incoming cold water will further reduces the steam bubble formation. This will cause reduce the drum level. You see, this is known as shrinkage. This means when boiler steam demand comes back to the normal condition, drum pressure will be raised and bubble formation got reduced. So this result in the decrease in the water level. Because of decrease in water level, feed water valve gets open, and this incoming cold water will further reduces the steam bubble formation. So this will reduce the drum level. This effect is known as shrinkage. Okay, both these effects can only be reduced by 3-element control by measuring the water level in the boiler drum, steam flow and feed water flow. Okay, you understand the shrinkage and swelling, both these effect can be reduced by 3-element control system by measuring the water level in the boiler drum, steam flow and feed water flow. 3-element boiler water level control. Here we can say steam flow transmitter, boiler will be there, differential relay, controller and comparator, feed water flow transmitter there, then auto manual filter, drum level transmitter and all these are the just a basic picturization of a 3-element boiler water level control system. The boiler 3-element feed water controller system is shown here. Here signal from the steam flow and feed flow is combined in differential relay. Here signal from the steam flow and feed flow is combined in the differential relay. The differential relay output and drum level signal goes to controller and comparator. The differential relay output and drum level signal goes to controller and comparator. Any deviation from the actual drum level or steam and feed flow result in control action. If there is any deviation in the actual drum level or steam and feed water flows in the control action. To adjust the feed water control valve, make a drum level normal. To adjust the feed water control valve, make the drum level normal. Here we can say boiler 3-element feed water control system. Here the signal from the steam flow and feed flow is combined in a differential relay, and differential relay output and drum level signal goes to controller and comparator. Any deviation from the actual drum level or steam and feed water flow results in control action. To adjust the feed water control valve, make the drum level normal. This is what we can do. Thank you.